Hey guys, KK here. I'm an emotional healer who helps tough women to remove their anger by breaking their addictive cycles. So today I'm going to be talking about introductions of abandonment. So fear of abandonment often disguise themselves as rejections. So there's a couple ways of rejections that leads to this. There is the self-rejection. There is the rejecting others. There is the afraid of getting help. I'm going to be talking about each one of them specifically. So the self-rejection doesn't allowing yourself to experience love. So for example, what I talked about a couple videos before, a girl likes a guy and then the guy likes the girl. When they hang out, they have fun, awesome. But when one of the parties want to be a boyfriend to the other in a committed relationships, hey, I want to be your boyfriend, I like you, da 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 da. That person, the female, oftentimes are rejecting the male party, saying, hey, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I don't know what's wrong, but I just feel like pushing you away. So that's one way of doesn't allow yourself experience love. The other one, it could be a defense mechanism. For example, the subconscious mind trying to protect its own because of past trauma experience or childhood trauma experience, or even sometimes past life trauma experience. Doesn't know yet. We don't know yet until you find out which one it is. Oh, I got a little bug here. Oh, hey, little guy. So that thing leads to, like, that doesn't allow yourself to experience love, leads down to every time someone gets close, you push them away. And sometimes they are like PTSD, like horrible memories flash back to you, or even torture, or like sexual assaultment, or even heartbreaks. So that's one. That's the self-rejection. For the rejecting others, either you reject others just to protect yourself, so you don't want to get hurt. So you reject others to protect yourself, so you don't get hurt. The other is you reject others to protect them from you hurting them. Isn't that fascinating? How we reject others? And then there's the lastly, afraid to get help. So basically your inner child or yourself, you want to get rid of that, but you're just stuck in that same cycle over and over. So you are not able to get out of it. So basically your inner child is sitting in the corner of the dark room and kneeling down, crying in a circle, and couldn't get out because you're afraid of getting out, afraid of letting your vulnerability show up in the world, afraid to step out. So there's a couple things we could go through, like in one of the past videos I talk about this girl came to me. She says she couldn't, she doesn't know what's wrong, like she doesn't know why is she doing this. She get together with a guy and then they have fun, and she couldn't get into a relationship. Every time the guy came a little closer, she pushed him away. And I talk about how she react to that and reject to that guy, and more than one time, right? So she want to find out why. So I lead her to one of the memories she had in the past when she was 2 years old. Her parents talk about her, and there was a lot of rejection. So she really want to feel love. So fear of abandonment for people, the reason is different. Everybody is different. As for myself, I experienced fear of abandonment a lot. During my age of 6, my mother came to Canada, and basically have no mother for like 5 years until I was 11. To the other world, of course, that's nothing. For the child, yeah, that's a lot of things. There are times that when I was a baby, I always see myself, this dark memory comes out before I heal this one, was I see myself as a baby, I don't know, maybe 6 months old. One day, there was a blackout. Outside was stormy and lightning going on. And then my parents just thought to themselves and put me down and go find flashlights and candles. But at that moment, I feel like I am totally left out in the cold and abandoned in the world. Because when we are children, we don't have defense mechanism, we don't have the walls up for us. So we absorb, we take in whatever that we see or we feel. So I really want to shout out to those of you who suffer in silence. So now I help people heal, help others find their wound, find their cord wound, and they can break their own cycles, addictive cycles. So let me help you find yours. I'm offering 20-minute free sessions. Come to me and we figure out what's your cord wound that's triggering you having all these cycles. It doesn't have to be relationship, it could be you feeling off once a while and you don't know what's wrong with it. It could be that you're too focused on work and you're bypassing a lot of your emotions, and suddenly they all come up and then you feel totally off. It could be your relationship with your parents and there are cycles. You start to notice them now, but then you don't know what to do with it. There are ones that you are in a relationship and like every time something gets too intimacy, or you guys start to have fun and thinking it's a fair relationship, but it always ends in a shitty place or it doesn't end well. Come find me. 20-minute free sessions. Let me find out what your cycles are, one of them at least, and what to do with it. Charles, have a good day. Bye.